I'm picking up all the other off tanks for my team now.
So you are in a team.
Yeah, I'm on Kingdom Esports.
Got it. All right. That was gonna be like my first question. I was like, are you solo queuing this whole thing? Are you
This
with
is a
people or
solo.
what's the deal?
This is a solo queue, I think. Wait, let me check my team. Yeah, it's a solo queue game.
It looks like it, right? Because Neptuno's in the game. OG's on the other side. Stratus is on the other side.
Kuo is like rank 40 at the time. Like
Right. And there's probably a bunch of other ults that I don't even recognize.
Samantha's 40, rank 40. Jimmy's was ranked like 15.
Right.
OG, like our Lucio's ranked 20
Yep.
something.
Yep. Lanoon looks.
He
Yeah.
peaked 4.3 on this season on Orisa,
Right.
but
I was
he's like
like, that looks really
4.1.
familiar.
So our
It look
tank line, their tank line was like 4.4, 4.5, and ours was like 4.2, 4.3.
right, which is like we just said
They
like
just
a big
stomped and
gap.
they stomped us. They stomped us.
Yeah.
Like
And
it was it was a 4-3, but they on our defense they rolled over us. Like it was nothing.
so you just playing Sigma for your team slash like how many hours do you have on them?
I can
Counting
check now.
scrims. Counting scrims. Counting scrims.
Okay. On this account, 36. I have a couple other accounts that are probably also like combined to form a 56. Probably like 120 hours on Sigma, I'd say.
All right. And then who are you gonna pick up in the new patch? You gonna stay Sigma or you gonna go Zarya?
Uh,
What's the deal?
Zarya, Orisa for Ryan Orisa comps, and then Diva Hog on the back burner. I'm gonna make a one trick account for those two.
Nice. So you're just gonna be on all the off tank, all the tanks basically.
Off tanks, yeah.
You don't play ball. You don't play monkey.
Oh, I do play ball,
You
yeah.
do play ball.
Ball is my I one trick ball the GM back in the day
Oh, he's
in
so much fun,
goats
dude.
back
Yeah.
in the day, but I hate playing him now. It's just way too hard to get value. Like
Oh
I have to
yeah.
use my
It's
brain way too much.
yeah. It's just no point because
And then
at a
people
certain point
like
you're just
I'm
yeah.
not that good to the point where I can run into like May and Reaper
Reaper,
and stuff.
yeah. May Reaper just brutal, dude. um, okay. I was curious about your Sigma hours because I think one of the main things I noticed. I watched like the first half of this video. It was, and this will change in the new patch, but at least for this patch, we got it for another week probably. Um, you're not controlling the flanks as much as you should with this version of Sigma. And there's a lot of times where either Stratus or this McCree or even the Brigida, they'll take these really strange off angles on you, and you're not beating them to the spot. And so what that happens is like you mentioned like the whole value thing. Like
When
they're getting
they
more.
just
Yeah, they're
they're
getting
getting the
more
space
value
for
out of it.
free.
Yeah, yeah. You're not even denying it. Even if you like just fake them out, you don't have to fully commit because that's when you're like inting and feeding. If you just like even like just throw a barrier here to like be like, yo, I see you, it'll change like the whole concept because what's happening is they're taking these like lanes for free and these flanks for free, and then
Yeah.
like OG's just got this fucking gas pedal on. I mean, he's just rushing, dude. And so they're like blitzing you. I think it happens here.
Here it definitely happens. The McCree
Yeah.
and Hanzo both pop out of the. I don't know. I tend to like focus on the front line a lot more than I think I should.
For Sigma, you should do like half and half. Did you play? Who'd you play in Goats?
So funny story. Goats, I was kind of diamond
Mm,
a little bit.
mm.
Like, and then I was masters, but only on ball.
Got it, got it.
I only started picking up other tanks like after like when goats started dying, and I wasn't here for season 17. I was
Got
like
it,
away in
got
the
it,
summer.
got it.
So season 16, I was like hard one tricking ball pretty much with
That's
like a bit
totally
of
fine.
Orisa.
So one of the things in Goats was
So I don't really play goats.
that's totally
I
fine.
played on
So
a team at Diamond, but
one of the things in Goats that was really important was I'll show you right now because this will make sense to how it works with Sigma because it's the same concept. If this is like the field, right? You'd have like, and this is like one team of goats. This is the other team of goats in the mirror. It was always about the angle that the brig took. So if the yellow's the brig, so like the bad brigs would be right on the Reinhardt's ass. The good brigs would take these really strange off angles, and they would like stun in at an off angle, force someone to turn, and then the round would start swinging, and then you do all the goat shit. It's the same thing with Sigma in the Sig Risa comp. He's got to take these like, not like a crazy flank, right? Maybe like diamond, you
off
can like,
angle.
you
So
gotta take the off angle. You gotta take it. Yeah,
so I'm just sitting on. I usually sit on the RSL way
yeah,
too much. I think.
and it's kind of over at this point. At least I mean the setup phase you've already given them from seeing it here you've already given them this space
They're all
just from
rotating.
poking. Yeah,
I think this fight we won. This fight we won, but it was kind of messy. Because then
yeah,
Ursa's like, "Hey, pull punch." So I just shield in.
Yeah.
Kind of rushed them with the Doom.
It's
I
the
should have
next fight
died
I'm
here.
thinking of.
There's no way I should have lived that.
I think your Moria was just on it. Not your Moria, your Brig was on it. She had like let in with the
The Sigma lives. I think I fed the Sigma health a little bit.
No, that's totally fine.
There you go. How we got him.
Were you coordinating the pulls? As
Ye
best you can do a solo queue.
I was throwing shield into every pull, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
And then I think he was calling pull punch for half.
Yeah, look.
I don't remember.
You see these two knuckleheads?
They're gonna pop out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Yeah, you should have stood there. Like, this should have been your room. Because you can still do your front lining.
I'm kind of worried. Like the Orisa like pushes to the corner, and then I'm split, and then they all rush me on the side. And
I don't think you're split. I think you're split if you go inside the room. But if you're like right here, where like
I was there, and I think I died on a different fight. But I don't remember.
It was on a different fight. I know what you're talking about, but I think even just like peeking slightly, you don't want to fully commit to the flank, but you want to make them aware that you're aware of their flanking, is what it is. It's just like peeking out a little bit. Because they're trying to pull you into that room so the McCree and the Hanzo can bust you down. Yeah.
I think the grass was really bad. I thought I was going to get harder focus because they pulled me in the open.
Bet. You saw like he took it. He took this room from you, and Arisa pulls in, but you can't do anything about it. And because, like, so this is what I'm talking about. Again, you don't have to be in the room, but you have to, like, show face that, like, you are aware that this is your room to be had. And because you let them take this room for free, like, they just push in for free. Because there's no one over here. If you were where I had put that X, like just taking this off angle off to the left, they can't fully commit because then your Orisa can pull into something, and then your Reaper can come in from this angle. So like, in not taking this room, or at least like showing face in this room, you've denied your own Reaper a flanking opportunity, and you've also not allowed your Brigida to get in a whip shot because this is just right here when this comp has pushed in this far, it's over for your Brigida. She can't get a whip shot to start the healing, and her swinging's not gonna do anything. She's gonna get melted. It really started from here. Like it legit just started from like taking this slight off angle because you're just kind of on top of your Orisa and they're pushing it for free. OG sees it. He's like, like we're gonna bum rush you because in the attack versus defense whole thing on like a 2CP, not on a hybrid, like the whole attack versus defense thing is who can control the off angles more, whether it's through DPS or through an off tank, versus who can press W the hardest. And in this like matchup, it's literally you're allowing OG to just press W the hardest. Moria leads in with Ko. He gets the free high noon and that's it.
I could have eaten high noon too. I thought my shields would hold up for it.
Nah.
Because we had double barrier stack and 2 shots broke both of them.
Because you didn't take that angle, Hanzo got so much poke for free. Is what it was. I mean, he was just
obviously when they're that good, you can't give them that.
Yeah, you just can't give him that. I mean, he just got so many free shots. You can't make Hanzo's job easier than it already is.
So low-key Neptuno on the DPS.
I know, which is whatever. Like I don't.
He's actually not bad at DPS. He climbed
sure
to 4.4 like legit with main Reaper.
What was he? He was like 1, right? Wasn't he 1 at one point on support? When he was with Fusion Academy, I feel like he was 1 or 2. It was ridiculous.
Another game I had Samito and that guy Samantha versus, and we were playing against Stratus. That game we won. Yeah, but only because they had the ball. Only because they had the guy named Ball, the ball launcher.
What was Samito on?
Reaper. Okay, our Orisa called pull sig here. That's why I ulted. He's like pull sig.
I was like, what's that?
And I sig ulted, and then we're like, and then I'm like, we called pull sig, right? He's like, yeah, but everyone else is like, no, we called pull. I think it was pull Doom all. I'm like, what? We each had like no confusion, but he's like, the fight plan before was pull sig. That's why I ulted. Because I saw they're all grouped up. I'm like, pull, and he just didn't pull until the end.
I don't even see the pull. There it goes,
yeah. There's the pull, and then by then there's no follow up. It's too far back.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's just like nothing you can do there because this column's like.
Yeah, that's just ladder, bro.
I just did what our Orisa said to do.
That's ladder, and nothing you can do about that.
And then we get pull sig, then we die.
They hit you with what you wanted to hit them with.
And then I tried kiting, and the Hanzo took Stratus took left side and killed me.
Right, just all the way back. Yeah, see, it's the same flank thing. Yeah. He's just.
But I couldn't get my shield up in time because of the the replace thing.
It was dead with the initiation because that combo never worked out from you guys, so it was just kind of dead on arrival at that point.
Yeah, and then I don't even think we contest. Or, I think, yeah, we do contest here.
Do you remember what the plan was? I know this was a few days ago.
No.
No, that's fine.
Remember.
Hanzo's to your right, dude.
On the high ground?
Yeah.
Oh, this Sigma hard instant, we don't kill him. Like,
Because your team got split because of that Hanzo.
oh, I could have killed him. Fuck.
Yeah, yo, Stratus is just taking off angles on you, and he's like playing these little mind games. Is like, is the Sig gonna deny me this area? And if you're not gonna deny him the area, he's gonna take it. I really think that's what it is.
I feel like when my shield's up there, though, they just run through the front line with the Kree.
Right. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like Sig Reese's weakness is that W key, and so you're gonna have to control some level of off angle or flanking in order for them to not do it as much.
We actually got hard baited this fight. I don't know if you watched it.
I don't remember. I watched it like 2 days ago when you gave it to me.
I don't know how that missed.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that rock?
Unlucky, dude. Unlucky.
What?
I was just about to say what.
What did that? Go really. Put it slow. I think I just missed him, but.
Oh.
What the? Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a. I just got a no reg on a rock.
I ain't got no reg, dude.
I've never had that happen to me.
Unlucky.
We killed him, but we got pulled dragon and.
And that was it. Yeah, this fight's over.
Collapsed on.
Yeah, this fight's over.
Holy shit! That actually doesn't happen if the rock gets registered.
That's
I didn't know
unlucky.
how that missed.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. He also did he get booped?
Go slow. Put on 0.5 speed again.
Yeah. Did he get booped?
Oh, actually, I think I might have just rocked past him in the grass. But I don't think I got a no reg.
Let's see.
I think yeah.
No,
I
he
think
got
I just
booped,
missed.
dude. He got booped. That threw it off. Cause look, he got booped.
But adjusting the rock game is not hard with it.
Yeah, but look, he got booped over
Oh,
here.
he dropped in.
He dropped in. No. If he dropped in, as he was, you would have killed him. But he got booped, and then look what happens. He gets booped, and then he slides off this thing. He slides off here. You see that? That threw you off.
I still don't know how that rock misses him though. It went through his hitbox.
I think it slid you off. It slid him off like Doomfist or something like that. It's really funky at that point.
Okay, whatever. Unlucky.
Unlucky,
go next.
but I'm also gonna say, I don't know what the hell Lucio's doing booping there. And no need to boop him. He's just dropping onto you, inting. Just kill him. Like, what are you booping him for? That's silly to me, but whatever. He just booped off cooldown for no reason. But whatever. All right, fight's over. This is 3 fights in a row. We don't have a plan for. That initial one on streets, the contest, and now this one. So let's see what we do here.
I think we just stagger in the cap.
It's just snowballed, right? Okay. We can watch it anyways. Yeah, look, yeah, Stratus is taking every off egg on you, bro.
Oh, I should have put Stratus here. Look where he is. Right here, he's right side by himself.
Yeah, he's done this every
After they all get pulled off, now he's by himself. Look, I don't drop on him for whatever reason. What am I doing?
It's alright, now we know. But yes.
And then I'm like, wait, he's chilling on the off angle, but I'm too far gone to go get him.
He's done this all game. He took the small room. He took small
room. The next game, I yoinked my SR back though.
Yeah, he took small room first point. Then he took he just took buildings. He took like saloon from you on streets, and then he's just been flanking every other time.
So off angles.
Off angles, bro. Yeah, you don't have to hard commit, but you just gotta like warning shot. Like, yo, I know you're here, dude. You're not taking it. You know. Because if he sees an inch, he's gonna take a mile. Is what it is.
Like if he thinks that you're good, like
he's not respecting it. He's not respecting you. Is what it is.
Like if he knows that I'm there, like he'll respect it even if I'm not even looking at him.
Exactly.
Like that's what I do against widows. Even if they're not even looking near me, I'm still not gonna peek anything.
Right. They gotta respect the sig, like flank control. But if he's not gonna respect it, and you're not showing him a need for respecting it, he's gonna be like, "Alright, dude, I'm taking it, and I'm burning you down."
He doesn't miss.
Yeah, he ain't gonna miss. And then on top of that, OG's a man possessed right now, and he's just like push, you know. especially because I mean I don't know what their cons was. I haven't looked at his games, but I would assume that he's at least keeping a tab on his flankers. OG is, and if you've seen that they're winning the fight, the space battle, he's just gonna keep going because there's no reason for him to slow down. Yeah, you could take an off angle here, even on the
Which
engage,
one?
even on
Which
the
one though? On right? Like go
either
all the way
one,
right?
either one. You could kind of tuck under, or you can go this way. Not like a hard one, just like literally 2 meters away from your Arisa. You're just kind of on top of her all the time, and what that does is it just messes her game up. Yeah, like you could dive right here. Like, I mean, I'm talking about press W for like half a second, or you can go this way. That way
So
you
like
have a
don't stack on Orisa as much.
don't stick on her. That way your shield is like this big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
that it's like two shields. You got like the whole
I don't know. I
area
was trying
covered.
using it as like a bigger health shield. Like as soon as Sword Azumon goes up, and then
You could,
you
yeah,
kind of
that's the basics
cycle.
of it. That's the basics of it. But it's also like yours is movable. You have to use that more to your advantage. And I don't think you're using the fact that it is movable to your advantage. You're just stacking them on top of each other. And now this is just a cluster. Like literally right here or right here should be where you should be positioned. Because what it does, it takes the focus off of Arisa, and it also forces them to like look this way now. So now their field of vision is looking at you a little bit, and even if they move, even if they move their vision like literally 35 degrees to the left, 35 degrees to the right, that's more than enough for your break to get in, or for Neptuno to take somebody out, or McCree to do something, or anything, or shit. It even gives space for Moria to get like some free right click damage in. But you got
Yeah,
you
we end up winning. I rock the brig, I think,
right.
anyway.
But then see, here's the thing though. If you don't take those off angles, you're just essentially relying on like RNG at this point. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna hit a rock. You don't know if a pole combo's gonna work all the time. It just it puts it too much in the, and you do pop off here by the way, but it takes a little bit like it's just too much RNG for me, and it's not being as proactive as you
Yeah.
see. You see how like proactive OG's being, like there's no reason you shouldn't be doing that as Sigma. Even though you guys won this fight, it was still like you got lucky. You got lucky that you hit the brig. You know, like the brig was in a bad
Yeah.
spot. You rocked her. You got the point. When in reality, in these you want to know the difference between the GM and the top 500 games. It's proactiveness. It's literally saying, I'm going to make this play. I'm going to take this space. I'm going to control this flank. I'm going to do this. It's completely active playing versus like, oh, I guess I'm just going to stack on top of my Orisa and we're going to like, you know, maybe get a pull combo or maybe I'll rock somebody who's feeding. You're like, maybe this Sigma will int and will kill him, but like it's just unreliable. It's an unreliable way of playing. It's not sustainable for
Yeah.
top 500 play. Like right now, you just take a little off angle. I mean, you kite this out a little bit, and then he
I
ults, and then that's
trolled
it.
here.
Yeah, you got trolled there, but same deal
Could have
here.
that shield.
You're waiting. You're reacting to what they're doing. You're letting them.
Yeah.
You're letting them
I don't.
dictate
I'm
what
playing
you're
too
doing.
scared. I'm playing too scared.
Exactly.
Like
I mean, thank you.
I have it in
Like
my
you
head that
said,
all these players are like insane.
they're human. They are insane, but they're human. Is what you gotta also realize. Like you wouldn't be in this rank if there
Because
weren't.
like in my head, like, oh, this owl main tank knows what he's doing better than me. Like
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna feed.
So there's like, yeah, right. So yeah, he is better than you. That's okay. You won't get better from. You won't learn from
Playing
playing against
pussy.
him if you play scared. It's never gonna be useful for you. Cause that's what he wants. That's just free low for him. But if you actually try to like take risks, is what I'm trying to say. Don't be scared to take risks in these games, because then we can like really break down how to get your play like to even higher level. But if you just play reactive, I'm sorry, passive in top 500 games, don't bother. And I mean that like sincerely. Like if you've gotten this far in the climb, like you know what you're doing. Like I know you know what you're doing. You have to start having that confidence in yourself. And I know it sounds silly, like sounds like a Tony Robbins thing, but it's like the reality of it. Like every time I bring up a strategic thing you could have done differently, you like like you know it. So it's not an issue of you not knowing that you should be taking soft flanks with Sigma. It's you just got to actually do the dang thing and take the soft flank with Sigma. If you take the soft flank with Sigma and you get burned, then you get burned. But if you take the soft flank with Sigma and it comes out successful, then you know that it's a thing you should be doing in this level of game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So because I mean he's just Ku is just farming. This is his second Sig ult in like 30 seconds. um, and again, it ends up becoming an RNG game, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got a random rock. My Hanzo popped off, or my Hanzo didn't pop off. And you don't want that. You don't want to like fall victim to the RNG calculator in a top 500 game because you'll end up in GM and low GM quick.
I'm
We don't,
already ending up in low GM. I'm
right,
saying
and we
like
don't want that. We
I'm
don't
like
want that.
4160, I think, right now.
Yeah, we don't want that. It's completely proactive playing as a main tank. Because at this level, you know your roles know what they're doing for the most part. And if they see you take the game by the scruff of the neck, and they see you take the game like fully,
I
they'll.
thought Rock missed me.
I hit the pole.
Oh.
Is what I'm trying to say. Because now they're doing the split thing, like I said, right? Reese's over here. Let me back up.
So I'm just like push on the left one.
Yeah,
I think we win that. We win this one.
yeah, because they got split, but I don't think this was. I don't know if it was intentional. But this is like the same idea I wanted you to take. It's like you could lead a group, they could lead a group. Now they have two sort of blocks of thing. He's too far out. He really should be here with this little group, right? Because they don't need to be on cart. This is what it should be, but I mean this is the same concept. It's just there's a little stretched out. You want to create this wall versus this like jumbled ball of death. It's not a death ball comp. Big. Take this. Yeah, please take this flank. Like you can do that as Sigma. Yeah. Like yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? All right, I bet. This 5-second clip encapsulates everything that you should be doing. Because I know you should be doing it, but look, it works out in practice. You took the flank, you survived dragons. Look at what the enemy team does. Or actually look at what 030. Look at what the McCree does. He wanted to take this flank, bro. And then he sees you, and look what he does. He gets the hell out of there, which is exactly what you should have done on defense first point with Stratus in that small room. It's like he's like, oh, okay, I'm not taking this. Like, I'm out. Like, he was gonna take it and be cheeky, but you just denied him the space. And when you take the space like this is a soft flank. Now all of their attention is turned. Now they get pulled into a group. Now your Brigida can actually get into the fight. Because she hasn't really been in the fight in like 2 games. Now she can actually get into the fight and get a whip. Yeah, like now she can do her shit. Now your Mori can get stuff. Like now you're like, now we can start.
Honestly, I never would have noticed that.
Yeah, but now we can do it. And look, we pushed them back. Like we finally pushed them back because we took that soft flank by accident, but we took it.
That wasn't an accident. The high ground part was on purpose. Because I'm like, oh, the Orisa's low.
Fair
So I
enough.
should finish her off from there, but
Fair enough.
because look, because she drops on the mega, so I'm like, okay, let's go kill her.
Okay, I thought you just dropped here and just took it. But fair enough, I'll give you that one. But do you see how this works? Like this is it. This is the Sig Risa. It's not this giant clump. It's intelligently soft flanking and taking these off angles because they all had to turn. Then McCree had no role. He had to get out because he saw you. He had to respect that you were watching the flank, and then that's it. Brigida can finally like take advantage of the split defense. Orisa can get a big pull, and that's it. That's how this whole. This is the first time that I've seen Brigida actually get all the shit. Look at this. Look at this. I think it's the first time I've seen her get all the packs off and get everybody topped off. This is the first time I've seen her like actually like use a rally intelligently, or actually had the chance to use a rally. So you also got to think of that too. Like your win condition was getting this Brigida like going, and that's what the soft flank will do, because she can take advantage of that. If the enemy team takes their eyes off of a Brigida, even if it's like I said, like 35 degrees off of where they were initially looking, that's more than enough for the Brigida to get a shit ton of value. So you could do the same thing here, right? Like they're split up on cart, or like I'm not on cart, but they're split up like on main.
I went to the mega. I think this way.
You could take mega. You could also take this while your Orisa runs down main, because you're still safe. You have cover, and you're never too far. You're never too far from your Orisa or your healers. I'm sorry. You have like this triangle of like safety. You don't need to use any abilities to get from X to X to X. It's all within like your pathing as Sigma. You have that disposable barrier. And like I said, if you are in any of these X's while your Orisa is main, it takes pressure off of your Orisa because they have to watch out for you. Even if you're not doing anything, you're just taking that space and you're keeping your barrier up. You're helping your Orisa maintain resources. That's what you're trying to do here. And again, you could safely like stabilize back on her. If you just lump on top of her, it makes it way harder for the Orisa to do.
Hey, I got the RNG pick.
Right. Like, do we want to keep relying on Neptuno to pop off? He probably will, but we don't really want to do that. Not in top 500 games. It's like, oh, RNG, like, hey, I got a random thing. I got a random thing. Their Sig took the off flank. Right. Actually, let's watch this real quick. These, like, little 5 seconds. Because he's doing what I want you to be doing. They're grouped up in this area. Sigma takes this. And then when he gets into danger, watch what he does. He takes it, he gets into danger, and he backs out and he restabilizes back on this part. He went from here to here. He saw he was in trouble and then he went right back here to stabilize. That's what you need to be doing. He did it safely, he used no abilities minus his shield, which didn't take much poke damage, and he's safe, and that's it. That's the soft flanking that you're doing, that you should be doing. He's not constantly lumped on top of his Orisa. Same thing on attack versus the same thing on defense. It's the same thing. And now he's restabilized, and now we just go on.
We fucked up our pull dragon. I remember Neptuno yelling at Orisa. He's like, no. When I say pull dragon, I'm saying when I say now, it means I'm dragoning now. Don't pull now.
Yeah. See, that's ladder shit though, you know, because that means something different to the Orisa. Yeah, I don't have like a. You're not on a team who have like the same kind of language. And we just don't want to rely on that. Now, part of it is just like the way ladder works, right? It is what it is. But there's so many ways we can mitigate that. There's just so many ways we can do that. If we do nothing, then it's just an RNG fest. If we do something, we'll probably win most of our games. There are top 500 to maintain
RNG fest. We got another one.
RNG fest, bro. I mean, you see the top 500 players, like they maintain 65% win rate at this level because they're actually playing intelligently.
I'm at a 53.
We can get you up to 60 at least. That'll be the first goal, I think.
I'll play one game trying off angles. Yeah. Like every fight, I'll make a point to only take off angles and see what I can do there.
Well, like this is important. This is we just did it. So we got the RNG pick. Whatever. He's been pathing on this in this room, right? He's been going back here, back here.
Take it away from him.
And then look what happens when you guys engage on the flank. Watch. You get the Orisa pick. You engage on the flank, and then watch what happens in the kill feed. Where are all the kills coming from?
The Brigitte.
And they happen in Maine, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they had to turn all of their attention to you on this soft flank. That now all the good stuff could happen Maine, and it's probably going to be Brig. Or you have a Hanzo, he's going to just kill whatever's not there.
Because even if I'm not doing anything myself, it's just allowing Sig's attention, Sig and Moira, their attention to be on me instead of, okay, that's unlucky, on me instead of the team. So that opens Hanzo to not have a shield in his face all the time, and he can pop off.
There you go. Vision is a resource.
Attention.
Attention is a resource. This is the game we're playing now. We don't. It's not cooldowns anymore. We know cooldowns. I know you know cooldowns. It's this. This is what we want to do. And it's proactive playing. Oh, unlucky.
I don't die, though. I don't die. But I feed, like, really hard.
That's funny. I mean, the new Sigma won't be able to do that as much, but you can still do the soft flank gimmick.
I think new Sigma's going to be bad.
I think he's going to be okay, actually.
Is it going to be playable? And, like, if I lock him every game, what will happen? I'll probably lose.
No, I think you'll be fine, actually.
He's his shield is just nerfed so hard.
You can't do the we can talk about this afterwards. I do want to finish the video, but
I think Ryan would just run him over.
He would run him over. So current Sigma can do this. He can literally walk up to spawn, rock you, and get out safely because he has 1500 shield. New Sigma will not be able to do that, but old Sigma and new Sigma will still be able to do the soft flanking thing. That's still going to be their playstyle. That should be their playstyle. Because the 900 shield doesn't make a difference on a soft flank. unless you're soft flanking on a bastion or something.
But at what point does the 900 shield make it so everyone can just walk into your front line and deny you the opportunity to flank?
It's really going to be about controlling his whatever the hell his left shift is called. It's going to be about controlling that, because you can get it probably once or twice in a fight. Right now it's just kind of to soak up damage and to mitigate damage. That left shift is going to be now in the future patch to
Make space.
make space and rotations. It's going to be about those rotations.
I played Sigma on PTR one game. He feels kind of strong.
He's still strong. I don't think he's going to go to hell. I think what'll happen is like the Sig 1 tricks who are like really good are gonna like it and do really well with it.
The same thing. Like, even like when Sigma first got nerfed, I was actually really happy about it because even though he's getting nerfed for me, everyone else has to play with the same nerf, and I'm not as good. I don't know if it's good mechanics, and it's more like, oh, use my brain.
Yeah, it's more about a brain thing. I just don't know who his partner will be. I think it still might be a reset. It's just gonna look a lot different.
I'd be Ryan, but at that point, if you're on Ryan, might as well just go wrestle Ryan instead of Sig Ryan. But...
even Zarya Ryan, honestly. But I just don't know who his partner is gonna be. I know in a vacuum.
Ball is also really good with Sigma.
He is very good with Sigma. I know in a vacuum though, new Sigma is very good still. I just
this
don't
know. Is the most unlucky freeze in my life.
How did that get you?
I don't know. I thought I was out of it, but like,
what
is that?
Yeah, what a dumb character, dude. Whatever.
What the fuck? We actually lost from that freeze. We would have won if I don't get frozen. We're up 1. Probably win. He's still freezing me here.
I think you're frozen already.
No, I'm not. Look.
No. No, I don't know then. But look at the fucking vapor trail though.
That range, dude.
Jeez.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you're in range somehow. She's a dumb character, but whatever. We can talk about that another time too.
That's just so bad.
Okay, have a blank canvas somehow. So yeah, it's really... we can just look at this video, unless you want to look at the other one, but it's really about the soft flanks. And it's really about the proactive play. Because there are instances in this video when you do it, and it's about pathing. Again, you're not going on hard flanks, you're just taking these... you're respecting pathing and then respect. These guys gotta respect your laning. They have to be like, okay, I can't take that because he has an idea that I'm there. That's all it is, man. Because once you did it, remember like on attack when you came off the high ground, as soon as that McCree wanted to take that lane from you, but you were there, you had the barrier up, and he got the hell out of dodge, and then that was it. You're also taking soft flanks to enable your DPS. Because if you're grabbing attention from somebody, that takes a barrier off of the main, where all the action is, puts a barrier on you, that has to respect your flank. One less barrier that allows a Neptuno or Samantha to just do their thing. It also makes pulls more like productive. It makes Doomfists more productive. It gives flanking opportunities for Reaper. It lets a Hanzo get that one shot he needs, a Widow get that one shot she needs. Shit, it lets Ashe get a decent dynamite off. Like, that's all you're doing here. That's what Sigma's doing. He's like the I don't know. He's like the assist guy. He's gonna enable everybody. He's gonna be like you should be getting all that, like, you know, offensive participation medals or whatever. Like, that's what he is. He's like the point guard here. He lets everybody do their thing. So yeah, soft flanks for the next thing. Proactive play so you can feel a little more confident in top 500 games. It's okay if you make a mistake. I'd rather you like fully make a mistake in this game versus like half-assing it. Because if you're half-assing it, then you didn't really do much of anything. If you fully commit to what you think works and it doesn't work, that's okay, because then we can fix that. If you fully commit to something and it does work, then we know it works and we can keep working on it and add it to your game. If you half-ass something, then it does nothing. It's fluff. It's empty nothing. So sitting on your Orisa doesn't help anyone. Does that make sense? Taking the soft flank does help everyone. So that's what we got to work on.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Was it helpful? Was it helpful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go play one. Try to do it, record it,
Sweet.
send it to you.
Yeah, and then we
I
can
can I
go.
can I can go live on it. It doesn't hit my ping.
We could do it live, or you can send it to me, and we can just talk about it afterwards. Let's record it and talk about it afterwards. We can get it done this weekend.
I can do it now. I'm done
Perfect.
with
So let's
that.
do it now, and then I could probably get to it
It
tomorrow.
takes like an hour to upload those. Kind of
All right.
annoying.
If you do one today, I can get to it tomorrow.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, do it now.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll hit you up whenever.
Yeah, yeah. Hit me up.